welcome to this week's vlog, which is very exciting. Coco is riding Santana. This is the first time she's back on board, and she's having, Di's here sort of giving her a lesson. Santana has been sedated slightly, so but it's good. The vet said we've got to be very careful. She's a 5-year-old and hasn't been ridden for 3 weeks. So we turned her out yesterday, turned her out this morning, gave her a little bit of settling and just to take the edge off. And it is so exciting that she's back on board, which is brilliant. Now, I had a slight disaster yesterday. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. But I burnt my hand, my thumb, and the tips of my fingers. It was a steam burn. It was really stupid. I wasn't thinking, and yes, jolly painful. So that is not ideal. But anyway, I've done all the things I should do. I've had it in water for hours and hours and hours, cold water. I've had some special burn stuff, gel stuff, which I got from the chemist on it, and some homeopathic stuff, but it's just really painful. So I'm very pleased that Di is here doing this. But it's quite windy, and I'm going to go inside and just pot around. But this is a brilliant moment. I had to share it with you all. Good morning from big hair crazy me. I'm going to London later, so I put my rollers in. I haven't put any product in apart from the root lift, the living proof root lift that I have shared with you previously. It's amazing stuff. I probably will put some product in it a little bit later before I head up to London, but I thought I would just pop some rollers in and get a little bit of volume in it. Sorry, I've got Penny and Florence in here, so if you hear funny noises, it's the dogs snuffling behind. Florence just wants to be with me the whole time at the moment, so that's fine. She's basically even more of my little shadow than before. Now, I chatted to you last when Coco was riding Santana, which is seriously exciting, and I told you about my hand, which is really sore. It's really sore. This one, blistered yesterday, and I've got a slight blister on my thumb too. So sorry about the funny hand. I'm just being really careful not to knock it, but I'm trying to keep the air to it. I actually been doing the horses for the last couple of days with a rubber glove on, a medium-sized rubber glove. I normally wear small, but I just don't want anything too tight. I did try putting like a latex glove on. Oh no, that really hurts. I basically got the tip of all my fingers and my thumb, and it is really sore. But we're putting our best foot forward. We're being as positive as we possibly can, and I'm going to have a good day. I've got a few things to share with you because I did an H&M haul, which I don't often do. I actually ordered quite a few things. There are a few things that I'm sending back that just didn't fit, didn't suit me, I didn't like, but I've kept 4 things, which is quite unusual. Normally I'll just one thing will catch my eye. But they have got some amazing things at the moment. So I thought we'd do a little bit of a try on together, and I would share with you what I got, and also try and work out what I'm going to wear to go to London later. I'm actually going to drive because I don't want to take the train. I just want to drive up, drive back, listen to a podcast and be under my own steam. So that is my mission. But let's put these on. So I've got a couple of things hanging behind me and a couple of things on the bed there, so I'm going to put them on and we'll style them up. So first is this shirt, which I just thought was really fun and could be really versatile. So it's quite long, so actually really great in the summer over maybe white jeans or something like that, but I would wear it tucked in, and I think actually with light coloured trousers it would look really stunning with a navy cardigan. But I thought actually really versatile because you could dress it up in the evening, and I liked this print. I thought it was fun. It's got these huge cuffs, which I've just turned back, and I would wear them probably like that. But I just thought it was a really great shirt. really versatile, and I liked the colours, so that caught my eye. Pretty inexpensive. I think I went, so all the labels are still in, I think I went for a size extra small, because these types of blouses, shirts from H&M do tend to come up quite big, and I've learned over the years to, I would normally order a small, but if I went for small, this would have completely and utterly drowned me, and I don't want that look. But actually I thought this was really versatile and really fun. Let me know what you think. So this denim blouse caught my eye, probably because it's got a frill, and I adore a frill. Kind of loving the double denim look, and I've just teamed it with these ash boots. These, I've been wearing this style of boots for years. I just find them really comfy, really easy just to throw on, and I'll leave them linked down below. They have had some in the sale. Now I think this blouse is going to be really versatile from spring into summer. Even can wear it now with a bigger, chunkier knit over, and even, you know, a little vest underneath. Seriously versatile. I think with light coloured jeans and even a pair of shorts would be super. So really, really pleased with that. I will leave all of the H&M bits that I bought linked down below, so hopefully they're still in stock and available, but they have just arrived, so hopefully if if anything catches your eye, you can head over and have a look. So if you guys know me, you probably know I love blue, and this blue and white stripe with a frill, and I love the back with the little pleating there, caught my eye, and I just thought it was really gorgeous, really versatile. And that's what I love about H&M, is I can dress this up, but I can go and do the animals, and it doesn't matter if I spill something in it, because it's not an expensive price point. But actually I find their quality really good, and I find that they last. And they have got so many amazing blouses at the moment. So I think, again, my Beaufort and Blake knitted vest, roll neck, looks really pretty with this, but also a navy cardigan. And I have just put these, because I know I'm going to be living in these come spring and summer, and they are from Salt House, and I will leave them linked down below. Salt House England. I don't know if they're in stock at the moment, but I also have a discount code, so I will leave that linked too, because they are so comfortable. Hang on, I'm going to stand on here so you can see. They are so comfortable, and I love the fit of them. They're quite narrow, I would say. Well, I've got quite narrow feet. They're not really wide, which is what I like. I don't like it when you're wearing driving shoes that end up like boats. So very, very pleased with those. I actually bought them last year, like at the end of last summer, and so they haven't had that much wear, but they are really comfy, and I know I'm going to be living in them this year. So I've saved my favourite one till last. I think this is just so pretty. I think H&M have come up absolute trumps. It's got pin tucks, it's got frills, it has got this beautiful detail on the sleeve, and then a frill at the cuff. So I think it's just perfect, and again, really versatile. I think it'd be lovely in the summer with a navy pair of shorts, but you could also put a chunky knit over it and wear it this time of year. I think I'm going to wear it when I head up to London later today. I have got this coat from Zara, which I got at the end of last year, and I just think it's a really great length, just above the knee, and then a nice cozy scarf to keep me warm and snuggly. So I will leave all of those linked down below, and let me know which is your favourite, but I'm really pleased with them. I think H&M have come up trumps, and it's worth keeping your eye out on H&M's website or pop in store, because they do have some really great things at really sensible price points, and I like to mix slightly more expensive items I know I will have forever with blouses and tops that it doesn't matter if they get a mark on or I spill something, because they're not really expensive. I find if I've got really expensive tops, particularly like a white top, I probably won't wear it very often, because I'm likely to pick up a dog and it get mud on or something like that. So I think it's just a really, really great price point. And then these are back in stock from Orally, and they are the Flavia jeans. I've just put them with a little heel, but these are my absolute favourite. They are so comfy. They are quite high-waisted, but I just adore them. So anyway, I'm going to change back into my cosy things. I've got some jobs to do now before I head up to London later on. Hello. I haven't got a brilliant angle and I've got my burnt hand in a rubber glove, but I am making a batch of marmalade. I boiled these oranges last night and they are soft and ready, so I'm just thought I better keep my hand covered for this task. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to do it, but I'm desperate to get some more marmalade made, so I thought I would do this before getting changed and heading up to London. So in the interim, since I last spoke to you, I've also had my lovely friend Karen here. Karen, the organising lady, and it's actually the first time we've ever met in person. She doesn't live that far away. But I felt like I've known her forever. So I met Karen in lockdown, I think maybe the first lockdown, on a Zoom. So Tia Tallulah. Tia is the most gorgeous person, and she did an Instagram course years ago at her house, and I had followed somebody called Natalie in Norfolk. I don't think Natalie is on Instagram anymore, but Natalie and Tia were doing a live and I watched it, and Tia is a photographer and she was doing this course at her house, and I thought, I'm gonna go. It was one of my like bravest things. I felt so nervous about rocking up at this stranger's house and doing this course, but she was so lovely and she has become a friend for life. I actually had a long chat with her last night on the phone. She's become a really dear friend. But during lockdown she organised these Zooms, and I met Karen as well as a few other gorgeous ladies on these Zooms, and we would just chat about what we were doing and what was going on and help one another and support one another, and it was just lovely. Anyway, so I met Karen for the first time properly today, and she has come to chat to me about a project that I might have coming up. So that was really exciting and just gorgeous to spend a few hours chatting to her and meet her in person. So that was really good, and now I am just thought I better deal with these oranges. Otherwise, well, they needed to be dealt with before going to London. So that is what I'm going to do. I thought I could do them last night, but actually they were still a bit too warm and it was getting late, and I thought I'd have an early night. So I've just had some lunch and thought I would do these and chat to you for a little bit. I've got a catering job at the weekend and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it at the moment because it's very sore, so I'm hoping it's going to heal quickly. I think it's actually worse than yesterday, which is really annoying. I mean, it will heal, but it's frustrating. I think I've got so much I want to do. It's a bit slowing me down, which is frustrating. I don't like being slowed down. Anyhow, that is fine, but I'm looking forward to heading up to London, and I shall pop a podcast or an audiobook on and listen to that as I'm driving up, which is why I like driving and being kind of in control of my own destiny. And I think actually that's what's really handy, because I worked in London for years, and I drove clients around to view properties. I got really good at London driving, and so I'm not scared about driving in London, which is helpful, really helpful. So I can get about pretty well. So it's easy having the car, and I've got the electric car, the Audi, which I'm going to take up because it's congestion charge free and all of the rest of it. So it's much better to take that rather than the Beast. So I'm just going to sit here and carry on marmalade making. I think this is my 4th batch And ideally I wanted to make between 8 and 12. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but we will see. I've got another lot of oranges ready, which I will probably start boiling tomorrow, but we'll just see. We will just see. My marmalade is just doing its next step, so I thought I would leave it. So basically I put all of the pips and pith and all of that into a muslin, tie it up with string, bring it to the boil, and then I leave it to simmer, and it's going to simmer in the simmering oven while I'm in London. And then tomorrow I will add the sugar, bring it to the boil until it reaches setting point, and then jar it up. So that is stage 2. But I've just been out to get the post, and this has come from Kylie. And it's just amazing, actually. Kylie is another one of the gorgeous, gorgeous women that I met through Tia in those lockdown Zooms. And I knew Kylie is a special person, and I chatted to her quite a lot a number of years ago, and she made a beautiful sandstone bracelet that I was wearing a lot until recently, actually. I knew that I needed this, and I will tell you about it as I open it. Oh, she's such a beautiful person. Beautiful card, which I suspect is handmade. Here's hoping that the bracelet will give you the uplift, courage and determination to battle through. And this is what I need at the moment. I've sent it in no frills packaging to avoid customs. Oh, bless her, she's just so lovely. So let me unwrap. So this is the multi-tourmaline. I have the courage, determination to tackle each day and situation in a positive way. That's making me emotional because I need this right now. I'm going to pop it, I think it's adjustable, on here. But how pretty is that? And that is going to help me have the courage, strength and determination to tackle all things with a positive, gracious heart, which is what we need for 2024. So that is very, very special from the wonderful Kylie, and I will leave her link down below. I think I may have already said that. If I'm repeating myself, forgive me. But another delivery has come, and I'm just going to carefully open it. So this is a PR product. This is from the Oxford Shirt Company. Now, the blue and white check shirt that you, if you have been watching for a while, will have seen me live in. This is the same, exactly the same fit as that. And I really, really have been waiting. They've been out of stock. And they messaged me, in fact, yesterday morning. How quick is that? To say that they're back in stock and can they post one out to me. And this is just a beautiful Oxford shirt. And I know that I'm going to be living in this because they are such beautiful quality, but their fit is second to none. This is their classic fit, and this is a size 8. The slim fit, I think, might be a bit tight around my chest area. So the classic fit is a fit that I go for, and I absolutely cannot wait to try that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And a top tip for you guys, if you get a little bit of makeup on your collar, put some micellar water on a cloth, or on, like I use the Garnier reusable pads. Put some micellar water on there and then just rub it on the makeup stain if you get makeup on clothing, and it comes out an absolute treat. So you're welcome for that top tip, because it's a really, really, really good one, and it's very useful if you are putting something on or you're having like a try on session and you take something off in a hurry and you get a little bit of foundation on it, and then you want to wear it and it's got a mark. What do? It's fine. Charlie has told us what we do. A little bit of micellar water, give it a rub, good as new. So I'm very excited about that. Now that has come to the boil, I can hear it. I'm going to put it in the simmering oven, and I'm going to head upstairs and get ready to head up to London. So I'm ready for London. I'm wearing my black jeans, my heels, my new blouse, my Zara coat, and then an old scarf, and I've just got my essential makeup bits, some spare plasters and some cream for my hand in here, my Elizabeth Scarlet pouch, and I'm now an Elizabeth Scarlet insider, so I have a permanent discount code for you, which I will make sure is linked down below, so you get 10% off everything if you use my code. So that is really exciting, because I know when I did a collaboration with them last year, you guys absolutely loved their bits, so they're just really handy, and it's just really nice. I've got my everyday pouch in my handbag downstairs. This is just some extra bits which I'm just taking in the car that I want to have with me. So we're gonna head up to London. It is wet, it is cold, it is miserable, and pretty horrible, to be perfectly honest. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna wear my scarf. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it actually. I think I'll go this way. I don't know. We'll go round and round. We'll go round and round. Something like that. I don't know. I just want to be like I want to be snuggly. No, that looks terrible. I need to play with it a bit. We'll go that way. Maybe we'll do something like that. Tuck it in. I've done that very well. But anyway, I'm going to put my heated seat on in my car. Now I bought Stanley bottles, they're not really cups, not the one with the straws, but the hot ones that you just press a button, you get a little hole and it's like a hot thermos. I bought those for everybody for Christmas before I knew that they were a massive thing, so I've just bought the kettle because my previous cup with a silicone lid finally cracked and it's no longer, so I love to take hot water with lemon and ginger, and I'm actually going to pop some Manuka honey because I'm feeling a bit slightly coldy, and I might wear my black thin Alice band. I'm just going to put my clip in for driving because I always wear that, but I might put my thin Alice band in my handbag, and I'm just going to actually take my handbag that I showed you in last week's vlog, my one from Hicks and Hyde, because it's tan, and actually I think if you're wearing this colour here, you can have a tan bag with black and it works really well. I haven't gone for a belt, but I did put a vest on underneath this blouse because it's horrid out there. The temperature is not as cold as it was last week, but it's just bleak, drizzly, and pretty unpleasant, to be perfectly honest. But let's head to London. I have made it to London. I have just parked the car in the underground car park at Oxford Street. I think it's called Oxford Street. I think this is Cavendish Square. Yes, it is Cavendish Square. And I'm just going up here, which is perfect. Such an easy journey up. I actually didn't listen to a podcast or an audiobook. I was on the phone the whole way up, doing a whole load of worky stuff. Catching up on phone calls, various bits and pieces, but a very good use of my time. And then I ended up having the most wonderful conversation with Theodore, who's back in California, and we were having a good catch up. He went after us to Paris and Copenhagen, and now he's back in California, and we were chatting about all sorts of things. And he was like, I said to him, what are you doing? Very funny noises. So we talk either when I'm driving or doing the horses or when I'm doing housework, and actually with the time difference it works quite well. So anyway, he was defrosting and sorting out his freezer while he was chatting to me. I knew he wasn't washing up because it wasn't that kind of noise, and he wasn't ironing. I said, what are you doing? And he said, reorganising my freezer, Charlie. And I was like, only you could say that to me. We had such a giggle. Anyway, I'm here for the L'Occitane event Santana is such a wonderful brand to be involved with. I adore them, and so I'm really looking forward to this evening, and I will share with you what I can, if I can. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I'm walking in the right direction. I might actually concentrate for a minute because I think I just need to check which street I'm on. Always find your way to higher ground. May you always keep...
Our founder, Olivia's son, back in the 80s, he met a journalist, and the journalist told him all about these incredible women who make shea butter in Burkina Faso.
And I stand here today as a 52-year-old, exceptionally proud woman, proud of who I am and what I hope to achieve and inspire and aspire all of you guys in here to do one thing, and that's to pay it forward. When you have a gift, whatever area you're in, whatever arena you're in, pay it forward.
So I'm back in Sussex. I had a really good drive back from London. I wanted to chat to you in the car park after I left the event. I was worried I was going to get stuck in the car park. You know when you have to prepay your ticket and you have to insert it to get out? And I think you only have a certain amount of time before you can't leave. So I thought it was best not to chat to you guys. And I was on such a high that I knew I was probably going to chat to you for ages because it's such a special evening. It was amazing. I am not feeling very well. I've got a bug. And actually, I'll talk quickly about the bug. Two people said to me what I had over New Year and into the beginning of January. Apparently it can come back for like 24, 48 hours and then disappear, and then you're over it. A few people have told me that, so maybe this is that. But I have been a bit tired and I have been a bit run down, so I'm not feeling 100%, and the hand is pretty terrible. Like that finger is been bleeding and it's sore and horrid. So, you know, not feeling 100%, but it was such a special, fabulous, incredible evening. L'Occitane honestly are such an incredible company. The people that work there are really lovely, really genuine, gorgeous, gorgeous people. And I had some amazing conversations. And I went to an event that they hosted and ran and organised last year. And I felt the same. And I felt the same after, you know, following this one. And last year it was my first like event, PR event that I'd been invited to. And this is probably only my second. But I was really nervous. And this time I was excited. You could probably hear in my voice last night. I was excited about going because they are really, really genuine, gorgeous people and such a lovely company to work for. And they gave me a goodie bag, which I thought I would open and share with you in a moment. But Michelle Griffiths-Robinson is their brand ambassador, and Michelle is an Olympian. She is phenomenal, and she reduced me to tears last year when I heard her speak, because she's also a brand ambassador for Women's Aid, and she is about empowering women. She's about us supporting each other, about us working together, about us, you know, bringing each other up. And her message is just phenomenal, and she's just a gorgeous person. And I saw her last night and she came over and gave me an enormous hug. I just love you. And then we had a real giggle at the end of the evening, and I met one of her friends who I had a really long conversation with, who is a really, really beautiful soul, and it was such a pleasure to meet and chat to her. So I left just feeling really excited and upbeat, and it's gorgeous coming away from an event feeling like that. And you know, I went in by myself. I drove up, I was brave, I went in by myself, and I had such a lovely evening. And yes, it did, there were, you know, I did have to go and be brave and go and talk to people and say hello and introduce myself, which I don't feel very comfy doing. I'd like to have Simon with me as my wingman, and I get him to do the hard work and I tag along. And I'm stepping out of my comfort zones, and it's good to do that, because it was a really, really fabulous evening, and it was all in honour of the shea butter hand cream. So let's have a look at what we've got in here, because I think it's going to be shea butter related. A biscuit, a L'Occitane hand cream biscuit, and they actually had a cake that was made for the hand cream because it's its 30th birthday, which is amazing that this product has been going for 30 years. And from our hands to yours, shea butter hand cream. And this is the January 2024 press release. So this is all about the evolution of the shea butter hand cream, and you know, back in 1993 to now, which is just, yeah, really exciting. So the shea butter hand cream. And I love this product. You guys know I do. I'm obsessed with hand cream, and I'm going to need it even more so. This hand is going to need some serious TLC. So a big tube of that, which is so lovely. So a really special evening, and I'm pleased I got to take you and share little bits of it with you. So yeah, back in Sussex. I had a meeting this morning. I've done the horses, which was actually really painful. That this is just another one of those weird things that happens. So Theodore was here a couple of weeks ago now, less than, and he burnt his hand really badly, and he had a mark on it. And I said, oh, you know, what happened to your hand? And he said, I burnt it. I think he burnt it on some salmon, and I gave him a tube of this cream, which I use. I was told it was really good for scarring. And I used it on Archie's leg when he had, after he had his stitches. So it's Avene Ciafate. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I'm tired and feeling grotty. But I gave Theodore this tube, and I said, you know, I don't need it, you need it. And then literally days later, I burnt my hand. So I've just ordered a new tube, and I think for me, I'm at the stage where yes, there are a few bits that are bleeding, but I also need to keep it supple. But I need to keep it supple and moisturized, so it doesn't split. Like, I don't want it drying out. So I'm going to put this on to try and keep it supple and help it heal. So I just ordered a new tube, which has just arrived. So I shall put this on, and I'm just going to actually have a really slow day pottering around and just be gentle to myself, because I'm feeling a bit fragile. I might even have to have an afternoon nap, which I don't often do, but I'm tired. But it was such a lovely evening and lovely event. I'm actually so tired, my eyes are feeling a bit sore, but I think when you have a cold that happens, and hopefully this is going to not hang around for too long, but I'm taking all the things. And actually, you guys are amazing at giving advice. I really appreciate it. One of you told me about sea moss, which I am taking religiously. This is getting a lot better, my sort of rashy thing on my face, and various people have got in touch and given me advice, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. Also, Nez gave me advice, so I'm doing all of those things. I haven't been to see the doctor yet, but it is definitely going in the right direction, so I'm going to give it another week and see. But it's not itchy anymore, it's not as aggressive, it's not as red, and so that's one huge positive at the moment. But I really appreciate you guys getting in touch and giving advice and recommendations. I do take them on board, so I'm really grateful for that. But I'm now going to make a cup of tea and have something to eat and maybe have a little rest. I've had a bit of a rest and actually had an appointment with my lovely beautician to have legs waxed and all that jazz. And actually she said, Charlie, I know you've just got a cream for your hand, but please, can you try this? Actually, Miles is here. Miles is pruning the roses because he's just the best pruner in the world. And I've got, in fact, I'll leave it linked down below and here if I can, of pruning the roses and how to prune your roses, because now is the perfect time to prune them. a winter prune on your roses is the best time. You don't want to do it when they're in growth, and because the weather was so warm, sorry, phone doing funny things. Because the weather has been so warm until we had that recent cold snap, it was too early to prune your roses, and so January is a really good time to do them. So I will leave that linked down below. He's just finishing and I haven't been helping him because of this. But Serena said, Charlie, please will you try this, because somebody that she knows well used this on a really badly burnt hand, and it's called Pot of Wonder. It's Wild Rose Beauty Balm by Neil's Yard, and actually I've had it on for the last couple of hours and it is feeling slightly easier. So I'm going to keep you posted on all these recommendations and how I heal this as best I possibly can, but I've got a couple of exciting things to share with you. So this has come from Hicks and Hyde. Now, I shared with you last week my handbag, and they sweetly sent this as a thank you. So I bought my handbag. I did use my own discount code, which I will leave linked on the screen here and down in the description. So I used my discount code, but I bought it and I shared it with you guys, and I've got this little card from them saying just a little something to say thank you, we really appreciate your support. And they have sent me a wallet, a purse. Do you call them wallets? Do you call them purses? I'm not sure, but look at that. So it's got cards on either side and then a zipper section for coins in the middle, and it matches the handbag. How bougie is that? Now mine Simon bought for me, and it's still going strong, when Coco was in my tummy, and she's about to have her 14th birthday. So this is 14 years old, and my receipts, this is my filing system. But actually so nice to have a matching set. Look at that, gorgeous. So this has got a whole load of junk. It's made me realise I need to have a good sort out. I'm going to do that. But I thought before I put all of my things in and transferred it over, I would share it with you. And actually I can use that when I use my black Gucci handbag. Sorry, the dog's all padding around. And something else that has arrived from Elizabeth Scarlett. And again, now that I'm an Elizabeth Scarlett insider, I have got a permanent code to share with you guys, which I told you about earlier, but I've ordered, this is actually gorgeous little, and this is slightly smaller than the everyday pouch. So that is my everyday pouch, and that size is just that little bit smaller, which actually might fit in my handbag slightly better. So I'm going to pop, and then I can use this more as a clutch in the evening and when I need a bigger pouch. So I'm going to transfer that over. But also because the Hicks and Hyde handbag can fit my laptop, I wanted to get a slightly smaller laptop case, and so I treated myself to this one and went really bougie and had my initials put on it. So I'm hoping that my laptop, I did measure, is going to fit in here, and so when I am out and about working, yes, I can pop it in there, because my other laptop case is a little bit too big for my laptop, and then I couldn't put it in there, if that makes sense. So that will fit really neatly in my handbag like that. Don't know what size my laptop is. This laptop case is 24 by 34 centimeters, so it's just fractionally bigger than my my laptop. So yes, if you are looking for a smaller pouch to put your essentials in, or a laptop case, I can highly recommend these ones. And I'm going to transfer over my essential bits. Let's take the tag off and start using this immediately. Very exciting. I think Elizabeth Scarlett is just such beautiful. I've got my huge L'Occitane cream because I've needed it to keep this hand supple. Jo Malone, this is wood sage and sea salt, which is my favourite sort of handbag. Perfume, hairbrush, lip gloss, Tiger Balm. I adore Tiger Balm. Oh, I'm really bougie. I got this Bamford's lip balm. In fact, I'm going to put some on now in my Christmas cracker. I mean, what an amazing Christmas cracker gift that was. I also keep some plasters, and I actually have a tube of Bonjela Junior Gel for the children, some paracetamol, hair clip, hairband, nail file, and that, Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream, and a lipstick. Actually, this shade of lipstick is gorgeous. It is Rum Raisin by Revlon. I'm not going to put any on now, but it is a really, really gorgeous one. So those are my essentials that are going in there, in my handbag, and off we go. And I'm going to go and say goodbye to Miles because I think he's finished up. And I am going to pop a podcast on and have a little bit of a sort out in the house before doing the horses. So I will chat to you tomorrow now. Good morning. I'm feeling a little bit better. I slept last night, so I came back and I had a bath, an early night, read my book in bed, just beginning to sort of try and pamper myself, look after myself a bit. I find it so much easier actually when Si's here and he can do the dogs and chase the children around. I just said, darling, I'm off duty, and I'm still sort of full of cold. My hand is still really sore, really sore. I mean, kick a girl when she's down. She's stressed out and got a rash on her face because of stress. Then give her a cold and burn her hand. I mean, really? What else are you going to throw at me? No, please don't. I can't go with anything else. I think that might tip me over the edge. But I am making a batch of marmalade because the Seville oranges won't be around for much longer. So I'm actually going to just transfer it. I've been making this batch for days. But yeah, quite difficult wringing out the muslin bag with my hand. I had to put a glove on, and actually the wonderful Karen, the organising lady, she's got some bigger like blue latex gloves because mine are a small size and I can't get those on, but she's left me with some bigger ones. So I've actually been wearing those under my horsey gloves to do the horses, and actually I put a whole load of stuff on my hand before putting the glove on, so it was nice and supple, so it doesn't, because it feels like it could split when I bend my fingers too quickly. So that was really kind of her. And then today is the day when we're taking Santana for Coco's lesson at school. So this is going to be the first time Santana has been for one of Coco's school lessons. So hopefully that all goes well. I'm a little apprehensive, but Di is coming to help, well, to get her ready and to load her, and I can just be there on standby to assist. But I just didn't want to put myself in that position if she decides she doesn't want to load and I'm holding her with this hand. No. So Di is sweetly going to come and help. I think Si's coming back as well because he took the tow bar off my car, and I said, you need to come back and put that on, and you need to hitch up, darling. I'm trying to be really sensible because I know if I knock this and split more of, like I've got one bit split, if I split more it's going to take longer to heal. and I have got this catering job on Sunday, but actually they've come back with numbers and what they'd like, and it's relatively straightforward. It's manageable, I can do it. So that is a little update on what's going on here, and hopefully today's lesson goes well for Coco. Santana is healed, she's doing really well. We went through that crazy kind of overly fresh, overexcited. She's now settled back into her routine brilliantly. So that's something really positive to focus on. At the moment, I'm trying to focus on all the positive things, all the little wins, rather than the negative stuff. Because then if you focus on the negative, then to be perfectly honest, I don't think I would get out of bed. If you focus on the positive and have a gracious heart, as I'm always saying, it's all going to be okay. So that is my mindset at the moment, of we can do this. And I've got my gorgeous, gorgeous bracelet from Kylie, keeping me positive and going. So anyway, I don't know what that motion is. I think it's because I want to be skiing, but not doing that. Anyhow, I am going to focus on marmalade making, and then hopefully get this horse to school, and all's going to be good. It's all going to be good. We have to manifest these things, don't we? It's all going to be good. On a separate note, this just caught my eye. A lovely lady in Australia said, referring to my rash, see, I do listen and I do read and I do take on board and implement where I can your advice. She said about vitamin D, vitamin B, she said Vegemite is really good. So with this which is so much better than it was, it's so much better. I have avoided fluoride toothpaste. Fluoride toothpaste is something that's a whole nother subject, but I'm avoiding fluoride toothpaste. I am taking BioCult probiotics. Let me get them. Look, I really am taking them. I'm getting through this packet. I'm taking 4 a day of these. I'm taking sea moss. I am taking vitamin D anyway, and I'm having Vegemite, and I'm drinking kefir, and I'm trying to get all the good bacteria into my body. I'm trying to eat as well as I can, although I have just had a packet of Maltesers. Chocolate is still something that I'm working on, but thank you for the recommendation. I am trying it and we're definitely improving. So that is another positive thing to focus on. So we did it. I got her here and I've got her loaded, although it took, she loaded okay at home, but it did take 5 of us to get her on. Was it 5 of us? 4 of us? 5 of us to get her on to head back. She wasn't overly keen on getting back in the trailer, so I think we're going to go back to loading practice. But anyway, we did it, which is good. We're ending on a positive, and on that note, I'm going to wish you a very happy weekend. Send lots of love, and I will see you next week. Hopefully I'm feeling a lot better. Hopefully this is a lot better, and hopefully things are looking up. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and much love.
Keep your head held up high, pretty little thing. You're a diamond in the rough, shining from within. I can tell that you're tough. Just the sight of you when I'm at my weakest point makes a world of difference. Oh,